Right, plays are ready. All the casters are in the lobby. Here we go. Game number 1. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, that would be... Well, wait. Game number 3. Game number 3. Oh my god, I'm messing up already. It's just the first game we are casting between these two. It will be a 1-to-1 score, though, of course. It is 1-to-1 Dynamite versus Vindicta right here, right now, guys. We are watching it occur live. Let's take a look. It is 1-to-1 right now in the top left corner. Fighting for his winner bracket live. He is the red Terran player. His name is Vindicta. His opponent, though, a very, very strong Korean player. He's wearing the color of blue. Also a Terran, though. His name is Dynamite. Dynamite, having played in Korea for quite a while, had to go to the military service. And then after, well, the 1-year period, I believe that it is right now. Or is it a couple of months? I don't even remember fully. Maybe I'm just making a fool of myself. Either way, Dynamite finished off his military service about half a year or a year ago. There you go. Even more inaccurate numbers being thrown across the board. Either way, yeah, he managed to get Korean high, well, yeah, about mid to high GM, I believe. Oh my dear lord, I should have done more research into this. I knew this before. I'm feeling pretty confident. I just don't want to be wrong, alright? That's the thing, right? I just don't want to call it out wrong. I know that he's GM. I know that that's on the Korean service. I know that he's done his military service, and that's where I should have kept it, you know? Instead, I'm just going on and on about stuff that I'm not 100% sure about. But you know what? Maybe just debating these things is already entertainment enough. Especially in the early stages of the game, of course. Things always tends to go a little bit more slowly for now. Both these players are playing it rather safe. And yeah, things are still looking pretty good for both players, of course. Since there really isn't that much deviation for either of these players. Actually, as I was saying that, there is a Hellion that is a lot quicker for Mr. Dynamite than it is for Vindicta. Also, look at this, guys. Dynamite's so good. Already having his command center as well. What else did Vindicta get, though, instead? Did he get 2 Reapers? No, actually, what? Where's this difference? Huh. Vindicta get his supply depot quicker? There is some sort of difference here, guys. I'm gonna find it. Or is Dynamite just a little smidge better? That could be too, of course. That's absolutely crazy. Getting his starports a little bit quicker. Very interesting. Any Terran player might want to start looking at this very closely, because it would appear that Dynamite somehow, some way, just managed to get this small early lead very early on in the game, somehow, some way, and I missed it. I don't know if anyone else caught it there, but definitely slightly ahead in a lot of the ways right now. Just building his units, getting his stuff out just slightly quicker than Vindicta on the other side of the map. Vindicta, though, did go for the Widow Mine, and Dynamite going for, well, a Cyclone. Vindicta now also, of course, going for the Cyclone, but only having 1 Hellion as opposed to Dynamite's 2 Hellions. I guess Vindicta did go for the reactor. That is one deviation, but that's a deviation that came later on in the game, right? So maybe I should just start going back to hyping. So we have a Hellion and 2 Reapers moving across the map. Look at them go, guys, with such speed and ferocity. Looking for blood. Blue Terran blood is what they are after. That is on the menu for them right now, but Dynamite's already having a very strong force capable of dealing with this amount of aggression. Oh, the Widowmine needs to start burrowing. The burrowing didn't fully grab. Oh my dear lord, that is a good look on that from Dynamite, immediately taking down that Widowmine. before it was burrowed. Very unfortunate there for Vindicta, not finding any damage yet so far. He has a lot of Marines, should be able to deal with this counter aggression moving across the map now, and here we go. That is quite a little bit of damage. Oh my dear lord. Dynamite just not in time with that pull away with his Hellions. At the same time, I guess maybe he was trying to do this. Oh my god, is this a lock-on? Is this a lock-on from the Cyclone? Okay, it is not. It is not. Alright, so what are we seeing exactly? Third base coming down for Dynamite very quickly. Rather quickly. What slower for Vindicta over here. Vindicta only now making his Raven as well, but he is ahead on that Marine count. The Marine count should perhaps allow Vindicta for a little bit more of an aggression. Oh dear lord, he is supply blocked right here at the moment as well. Two Reapers also trying to take a look around to see if there already is a third base over here. Dynamite now setting up with a siege tank quite aggressively actually over here at the front of the base too. Oh, Dynamite flying in with a Raven. Did he actually lose the Raven? Didn't even lose the Raven. Somehow, some way getting in there with the... Oh, there it is. It's very hard to see on the minimap, but there he is. Getting 3 kills already with this Raven. 2 SCVs. Denying quite a lot of mining there. Let's take a quick look at the income graph. Yeah, that is the stopped mining from the main base for Vindicta. And quite a nice lead for Dynamite in income right here. Vindicta losing his Hellion over here as well. Dynamite moving around with his siege tanks, trying to find some sort of opening. Chink in the armor, as you may call it. 3 Marines going down though, unfortunately, for Vindicta. Yeah, that Raven is long gone. At least I think it is. It might still be here, but alright. It's hard to see on that spot on the minimap, of course. 2 Cyclones should be the counter to 1 Cyclone. There we go. It's always the best of calls. Now, this is pretty good damage being found by Vindicta. Oh dear lord. Overstaying is welcome. Just ever so slightly. Let's take a look at the unit lost. Alright, yep, that is quite heavily in favor of Dynamite right now. And especially because Dynamite also already has a fully saturated third base. Vindicta still trying his best. Let's take a look actually at the saturation of his other bases. They are fully saturated. All these as well for Dynamite, they are pretty much +1/+1. Also almost about to finish up for Dynamite. Dynamite just taking every little edge that he can find. It is absolutely insane how he is seemingly walking around Vindicta so far. But of course this is TVT. In TVT a lot of stuff can happen very, very quickly. Even with slight edges in your favor, it might not be enough. Siege tanks are coming across the edge of the map, but somehow, some way... Alright, of course there is a sensor tower over here. He's checking it out completely, being aware as he can be, moving into a position. Now about to finish up that +1/+1 for Dynamite. And his armory also about to be finished up. Vindicta not yet started his armory, should do so rather quickly, right? Else he will fall behind quite heavily on those +2/+2 upgrades. Although I'm not sure if Dynamite even wants to try to go for them right now. Maybe, oh my dear lord, more Raven harassment going on right here. 1 Raven finding more damage than Vindicta does with his entire army across the map. That is quite devastating. 3 more workers going down. Another base being denied mining here. 4 SCVs and 2 bases denied mining for quite a while, honestly. Now this is a good scan here. Was that actually Vindicta? I don't know for sure. I assume it was, since Vindicta is getting in a good position here now to stop this from happening. Oh dear lord, another one. 6 SCVs going down again. Dynamite taking all the edges in the game. Right, that Marine was not meant for life for any longer. Did get taken down there. Vindicta needs to watch out not to move into the siege tank, of course. Okay, oh my dear lord, please, Vindicta. Alright, he's going for it. Only one siege tank. Alright, that is a pretty good pickup, actually. I thought for a moment there were more siege tanks there. I probably should have checked it. But, things are getting tense here. Siege tanks in position. And look at this positioning as well from these units by Dynamite all across the map. He wants vision everywhere. He needs to be aware. The one way that he can still lose this decisively is by being caught out of position. That is a very big anti-armor missile. Vindicta fighting up the ramp, wants to try and take down as many siege tanks as possible. The siege tanks now no longer unpowered, and that was a very, very scrappy fight, but Vindicta definitely getting out on top there. Now, as we can see, the units lost tab heavily in favor of Vindicta. Vindicta moving forward, trying to take advantage of this. Let's take a quick glance at the tank count. 8, 9 tanks, actually 10 tanks to 2 tanks in favor of Vindicta right now. Vindicta needs to be careful not to be caught out with his pants down, unsieged across the map somewhere, and the Marines allowed to stim in. That would be the absolute worst right here, right now. But Vindicta looking pretty good, in a good position. He still, though, of course, killing off the army there for a little bit is very nice, but with already the other established little cuts that Dynamite took in this map, where he just got a little bit of an edge here and there, like Vindicta still needs to find some damage, and it's ever so difficult with Dynamite already set up with the siege tanks. Having these radar towers completely aware, a 4th base already fully saturated here by Dynamite as well. Another Raven still flying around over here, making more missile turrets or the shooter turrets appear out of thin air. There he goes. Planetary Fortress here as well, already mining quite nicely. Vindicta trying his best, getting a good position actually right here. So far, oh, has to be careful though. Those Liberators forcing him back again. No longer does Vindicta have the Viking counts in his favor. Being forced backwards here. Nice targeting. Resieging, unsieging. Every time, big drop coming in from Dynamite, actually immediately picked up by Vindicta. Very nicely microed here. Vindicta again, though, slowly but surely losing his siege tank positioning to those Liberators. Alright, he did manage to stim underneath, but he lost most of his Marines doing so. Oh my dear lord, Dynamite, are you sure about this? This seems like quite a dicey situation. He scans, he sees only one tank, he goes in, and at the same time we have a move around by Vindicta coming around the other side over here. This is a lot of damage already being taken by Vindicta. Vindicta needs to start finding his own damage. Oh my dear lord, Dynamite already in a position to counteract this damage. And Vindicta again, just not finding. Oh, well, this could be a good start. 3 drops into the main base. Vindicta, let's take a quick look. Alright, the upgrades are similar. So with the... Oh no, he walks into siege tank fire. This is absolutely horrendous. This is not looking good for Vindicta anymore. He is in a load of trouble. +3, about to finish up as well. Vindicta now on 3 bases versus the 4 of Dynamite. Actually, alright, this one base did survive. Only now being placed backwards though. Vindicta already having his 4th base delayed by that much and not finding any economic damage of his own on the other side of the map. So even though he is... Actually, oh my god. Dynamite, you absolute beast. Catching up on the units lost tab. And now Vindicta out of position here, perhaps a little bit, but Dynamite just finding the most beautiful position for the siege tank. Vindicta, oh, okay, there he goes. GG being called. That means Dynamite takes this series 2-1. Wow, that was something else, guys. That was quite a game, honestly. Oh, posture. GG indeed. That means we are gonna hop into Dynamite versus Art, which also should be a very good game, guys.